Okay, we are now live. Awesome. Hi, good morning, friends on Facebook. We just had a little bit of a technical glitch, so we are starting again. Here we go. Tanjj here, leadership and mindset specialist for real estate and property professionals. Happy Monday. It is Monday, the 22nd of October. Hi to our friends on Facebook and hey to our friends on Instagram. Lloyd, if you're there, rejoin us. The technical glitch is over. So I am beachside down at Safety Beach. I live down here on the Mornington Peninsula, and it's such a beautiful morning. I thought I would head down here in this expansive space with the ocean in front of me and share our topic for Mindset Mastery Monday for today. So I hope you had a great weekend. For those of you in real estate, I hope you had a fantastic show day on Saturday, full of great opens and connected with lots of beautiful buyers and new members in your community. So the theme for Mindset Mastery Monday today is really inspired by a lot of the one-on-one coaching sessions that I had with principals last week, who there just seemed to be a theme in some of the challenges that they were facing in leading and managing and coaching their people. And I just thought that this would be a great topic to share with you this Monday. This conversation is really going to be great for leaders, particularly in real estate, who are feeling a level of frustration with their people not doing what they're asking them to do or have been asking them to do for some time. And also leaders and teams that want to increase their productivity, performance, their level of innovation and output, and their ability to achieve greater results and increase their market share. The other reason why this piece of information matters is in the research we did with Kylie Davis and CoreLogic around the real estate of leadership, we know that 51% of people and teams said that their leaders were really good at building teams and encouraging people to rise and thrive, which means half weren't so good at that. We also know that 31% of people in the industry said that their leader was great at having those tough conversations that we need to have with people at times to really ensure that we are achieving success and moving forward. And we also know that the most financially successful businesses in real estate, their leader has two particular leadership styles in place. That is affiliative. That means the leader is very people focused and actually put their people first and are interested in what their people's desires are and are interested in their people's opinions. Good morning, Fairy Mary. Gosh, I miss you. We need some time to connect and play, my friend. And the other leadership style, good morning, sunshine, is coaching. Those leaders that put their people first and coach their people, ask lots of questions, really get the best result for themselves, their people, and their business. Lloyd, welcome back. Thank you for rejoining. Sorry about our technical glitch this morning. Thanks for your commitment. So that's some of the reasons why I want to share this one three-letter word that most leaders are afraid to use, scared to use, and avoid using. We also know from this research that the number one skill that real estate teams want their leaders to develop is communication. And if you want to increase your ability to communicate with your team, with your clients, you need to use this three-letter word. So I'm keen to know, those that are watching, what do you reckon this three-letter word that a lot of leaders are too scared to use? Too scared to use in talking with their team. Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining. What do you think it is? Three-letter word that leaders are afraid to use, scared to use, and avoid using when coaching, leading, and developing their people. Any guesses? Let us know on Instagram and let us know on Facebook. I'll let you know what it is. Leaders are scared to ask why. WHY. In a lot of the one-on-one coaching sessions I had with principals last week, they were sharing frustrations and challenges with some of their team members. And here's the interesting thing, when I asked the leader, well, why do you think that was happening? And when I asked the leader, did you ask the person why they didn't do that, what you asked them, or they didn't follow through what you requested? Every single one of them, 100% of the leaders, avoid asking the question if they asked their people, tell me why you did it that way. 100% of leaders avoided answering the question of whether they asked why. This makes it so interesting for me. So I hacked in a little deeper and I said to them, well, here's what actually they did do. When I asked them, did you ask your team members why they weren't doing what you asked them to do, or that individual? They said, oh, no, I think, I believe, I think, I reckon it's because. So here is the fact. Most leaders are avoiding finding out why their people do and don't do the things that they do and don't do, and they are assuming the reason. And you know that famous old quote, when we assume, we make an ass out of you and me. When leaders assume things, they create stories, they create paradigms that aren't even real, and it really erodes a connection between themselves and their people, and they don't understand their people. Thanks, Exquisite Chauffeurs is giving us a round of applause. But I cannot tell you how common this is. And I know why leaders are afraid to ask why, because most leaders have never been given the people development skills or the communication skills to effectively help their people achieve the results that they desire. And many of us feel uncomfortable asking why because we feel like it's a confrontational question, and it can come across that way if you don't frame it with a couple of things. So if you are a leader and you want to get the best out of your people, and you're actually tired of asking the same things to be done and not seeing a great result, or you're tired of people not following through on the things that you ask them to do, then you must ask why, but you've got to do it with a frame of this. Number one, please, leaders, come to work every single day with a belief that your people come to work with the best intentions. They don't actively come to work to annoy you or upset you or challenge you or avoid doing what you're asking them to do. They don't actively do that. Number two, get curious. One of my favorite quotes on what a real leader is by Dr. Brené Brown. If you're not familiar with her work, I highly encourage you check her work out, particularly her current book. She's a best-selling author. This just launched at #1 in New York. Good morning, Kim. Lovely to have your company. Dr. Brené Brown's philosophy of leadership is anyone who holds him or herself accountable for finding potential in people and process. I'll say that again. And a true leader, according to Dr. Brené Brown, is anyone that holds him or herself accountable for finding potential in people and process. I love that distinction of leadership. G'day, Kim. Hello, beautiful. Right back at you. Hello, Inner Growth Coaching. Thanks for joining us on Instagram. That is also my philosophy of leaders. As a leader, it is a privilege to partner the fulfillment of the potential that you have the honor to lead. And if you want to do this effectively, you must get comfortable with being uncomfortable and asking the question, why? If your people aren't doing the things that you need them to do in a manner that you need them to do it, get curious. So number one, have the belief that your people come to work with the best intention. They don't actively come to work to create havoc and chaos. Number two, get curious. Ask why. And number three, ask it in a way where you're seeking to understand. So I would say to Kim, help me understand why you did it that way. Not in a defensive, aggressive, or attacking way. Help me understand why. When leaders ask why, there are actually 7 amazing benefits that become possible in the business. And I'm going to hack into these now. And I invite you to, well, as you're watching this, let me ask you, are you comfortable asking your people why they do or don't do the things that you're requesting they do? Are you comfortable asking why? If not, why not? And if not, here are some of the things that's possible on the other side of asking why. These are 7 reasons why you as a leader really must become masterful at asking why. Number one, when we ask why, we get access to innovation. You can't innovate unless you're hacking into the reasons why people do the things that they do, and you're prepared to probe a little deeper into people's belief systems and people's values on why they take action or avoid taking action. So if you're interested in innovating in your business, you need to ask why your people do the things that they do. Number 2, it increases your decision-making quality and ability. Asking why helps establish people's values, people's core, people's beliefs and essence, and it helps build and test assumptions to produce better outcomes. Number 3, it encourages people's learning, particularly you as a leader. If you don't ask why your people do or don't do things that you've requested or you've all committed to doing, you have no understanding in what's getting in the way. You have no access to learning how to help your people move forward and progress. And really, a leader's ability to ask why encourages people to think deeper and essentially understand cause and effect. So when I do or don't do something, I have a greater understanding of what the cause and effect may be. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4, it provides and confirms direction. If you're assuming why your people are doing and not doing what they are doing, and you don't ask why, it's really hard to navigate which action to take and which direction to move forward. So it helps get clarity. And listen, in real estate, time equals money. So you really must value your time. And if you want to make decisions and help your people solve problems and make decisions, please ask why. Why? In a curious, friendly, non-judgmental, non-threatening, there to be of service way. G'day, Shane. Great to have your company. And Tina Harvey, thanks for jumping on. It also helps you build effective strategies when you are asking your people why they are doing or not doing the things that they're doing. It's great to see people running and getting some energy first thing Monday morning to start a brand new week. The 5th reason that you want to ask why is, g'day Gim, is it builds awareness. Self-awareness really comes when we stop and reflect and ask why we are motivated to do things, or why we procrastinate about other things, or why we do things half-hearted. Again, leaders, get curious in developing self-awareness for yourself. Why are you avoiding the question of asking your people why they do or don't do what matters? And invite your people to get curious themselves. Number 6, when we do ask why, it allows for appropriate challenge. We can test beliefs. We can come together and develop empathy and share different opinions to expand our learning and cultivate and curate new innovative ideas and approaches, because more perspectives are coming together. It also draws out the deeper meaning for why people do what they do. And I cannot tell you, 100% of the leaders that I coach avoid asking their people why they do things. And I really do believe it's because they aren't comfortable with asking why. Just got to do it in a curious, friendly, seek to understand, servanthood way. And when we do ask why, the 7th thing is when we understand where each other's coming from, we can really gain agreement and commitment because we can get on the same page. But when leaders are avoiding asking, when leaders are assuming the results and the reasons why people do things, g'day Romy, nice to see you. Thanks again for the invitation to join you and celebrate Ryan's first birthday at Sketch on Friday night with Amber. It was a lot of fun. Congratulations on all your success in your business too. This one definitely is for you. You've got a big team with 2 offices now, so I hope you watch this back now that you've joined. When leaders ask why, we can get agreement and move forward with our people. People will readily commit to something they understand. When leaders don't ask why, there's a massive waste of productivity, performance, it erodes connection, it erodes the ability to build morale, and it really erodes your ability to deeply understand your people and what motivates them. You can't fulfill and partner the fulfillment of people's potential unless you understand what motivates them, what inspires them, what their greatest currency is. And also, leaders, when you ask why and get curious about why people aren't doing the things that you ask them to do or they've agreed to do, you don't actually get to test how effective your communication is as a leader. And this is a massive learning for leaders, particularly in real estate who have never had leadership training. Consider the results that are occurring in your business, the productivity and performance of your people are a direct result of how effective your communication is. I'm going to say that again. The results of and the productivity and performance of your people and the results in your business are a direct result of you how effective your communication is. Most leaders I have experienced are quick to blame or assume that their people aren't doing what they need to do. Those leaders that relate to themselves as humble students, there for the fulfillment of their potential in people and process, they're the ones that remain curious and ask why, and ask their people, how may I better serve you? G'day, Karen, George, lovely to have you here. How can I better add value to your life? They're the ones that establish trust and transparency within the cultures they have the privilege to lead, and they are the ones that see amazing results in their business. So the question that most leaders are afraid to ask, the 3-letter word is why. And I invite you today, when you're working with your people and when you're dealing with your clients, if you want to understand them, and if you don't understand them, A, remember, everyone comes to work with the best intentions. B, get curious, ask why. And C, do it in a way that is empathetic, loving, and genuinely interested, because as a leader, you're responsible for the energy, tonality, and environment, and either your people will rise and thrive or not. And it's a direct result of the energy in your business. Quality questions open a world of possibility, creativity, and connection between people. Leaders, if you want to elevate your people today and in 2019, to deliver great results, to survive and thrive in these challenging and changing times in real estate. Yes, Lloyd, energy is a choice. Ask why. Get curious. So that's my invitation today. See the best in people. Walk around with the belief that everyone works with the best intentions, and ask why. Let me know. Did you find this of value? Let me know. Have you been avoiding asking why? Let me know. For the leaders watching, have you been assuming why your people do what they do or don't do what they do? And have you stopped to get interested and ask why? So I hope you found that of service for Mindset Mastery Monday. I would love to hear your stories of how you've asked the questions of your people in a non-threatening, non-defensive, non-judgmental way, and what the result was. Please feel free to DM me, email me, call me, and let me know how practicing why, in asking why in your business, how getting curious and believing your people come to work to really contribute and not disappoint, what difference does it make? So would love to hear from you. And please remember, we have extended our early bird ticket offer, which is not $8.95, but only $6.95 for Inspiring Greatness, how you can empower and elevate and embody great leadership skills to see your team succeed and grow their business by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Even some of our clients are growing their teams by 90% in just 2 weeks by applying the methodology. Check out the link that I'll post in this message, Inspiring Greatness, helping people and teams in real estate achieve great results today so they can be even more relevant tomorrow. Great episode. Thanks, Kim. Love your work. Please also, if you have any questions around leadership or how to master your mind in these challenging times, message me. I'd love to be of service. If I don't have an answer, I'll do the research and find another masterful person that does. I wish you much love and success. Be present with the people that you have the privilege to serve. Be curious as leaders, and ask why. I think you'll be surprised at the results. Take care and have a beautiful week. Thanks for joining. Bye, Insta, and bye on Facebook.